Magandang umaga. Kumusta? Ah, Walang nang mabuti pa. Naging sobrang busy ako. Pilit hindi masyadong magaling ang Tagalog ko. Magsalita ng English pakiusap? Cool, cool. Hey everyone, this is Yakini the Free here playing in the Hell Hades 2025 free-to-play challenge. And it is day 50. Day 50. And just speaking a little Tagalog, it's the national language out of the Philippines. And there's certain languages that share this similar trait where they have a word that they use to describe multiples of something. So like isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, anim, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the same when you're counting in numbers. And if you wanted to say there's a rabbit, you would say isa, isa kuneho. But if you wanted to say multiple, like three or more, then they use a placeholder word called, or not placeholder word, I forget the term, sorry, it just came out of the shower, but it's maga, and it's spelled MGA. So you would say maga kuneho to say many. So let's take a look at the leaderboards because Yakety the Free has pushed in multiple and many locations down the rabbit hole with Alice the Wanderer and her friends. And if you take a look now, 9,242 points. It's a pretty good progress, almost 300 points, I think, over yesterday's progress, or 250. It's not bad. So I'm going to show you some of the places on the leaderboard that I've made a substantial jump as well overall in a couple days. And one of the places is in the Great Hall. Again, now I'm tied. Yakety the Free with my old buddy here, Goray and Dares. Yeah, small up yourself, man. Me soon come, I told you. So we both have 50 overall in the Great Hall, and it's just going to keep growing easier and easier for about another week, I think. I should be able to get 60 by the time reset comes. I should be able to, I think. So if we take a look at, sorry about that, you have to go into show my progress now. I stayed up really late and I started pushing in many places. The end of the month's coming in a week. I haven't pushed in almost a month in dungeons. Okay. So overall, you see fourth overall and third in champion, second in Great Hall, second in faction war. In Classic Arena, I'm okay if I'm in the top 50. That's all I really care about. Same as the fastest champion, Tag Team Arena. So in the current Doom Tower rotation, I'm fifth. I'm still hard stuck on Bommel. I'll try it in a bit. I've not even dealt with the Nightmare campaign, really. I'm in the top 100. Good enough for me. Some reason, somehow, it says here I'm number 2 in Hydra, I guess because I recorded the normal damage there. Third in Demon Lord. And I pushed Dragon. I cleared hard 5 in the morning. We're going to try hard 6 in this run. Chimera, I'll show you. I've got a 50 million key almost on easy this week. I pushed Fire Knight, 7th overall, stage 23. I pushed Ice Golem, stage 24. Spider, I'm in 6th. Minotaur, I'm in 8th. These are some good numbers. This will give me some good overall boost in another week if I'm able to maintain in a couple positions of where it currently resides. So Iron Twins, I don't have a decreased slow champion yet. I'm not going to build my Haikatoon just for Iron Twins yet. I don't need her. Maybe in a week, I might try. And the potion keeps, you'll see I'm not too high up on. Sand Devil, I pushed a little, got to 13. Shogun's Grove, I'm very happy. I almost cleared 17. Almost. That's a hard one. But 5th overall. And the event dungeon, I'm having issues with stage 18. The True Fears, they keep procking every time. So I said, you know what? I'm done wasting energy in there trying to pick up a couple points. Forget it. So let's take a look here in the Great Hall just to show you. Again, everything here you can't see is a 1, except for the defense on Arbiter and the Void is at a 2. And today the goal is to get a couple more 3s if I really can. That's about 20 wins total on the day. I think it's possible. Oh, pop-up city, right? So as I said in the Chimera clan, let's take a look over here in the clan boss of Chimera. So far, the only one who's done a hit, but it's 47.5 million. And I died on the last turn of the Viper form because I forgot that it steals your buffs. And I used Tagor's Res as a shield, and then the boss wiped everyone. So I think next week, if it's the same kind of rotation, shouldn't be a problem with 50 million. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Alice with 24 million. And I put Dathy in. Dathy with his keeps getting extra turns, proccing War Master and adding the decreased defense, almost 11 million damage. It's not bad. And he's fairly weak defensively. Like his survivability, he doesn't really have anything. I didn't get anything good out of the chest today in Clan Boss. So if you bear with me for a second. Coffee, which is going to go up in huge price shortly in Canada, but that's part of life. Now, I want to show in dungeon progresses on the map. When we come into the Shogun's Grove, the reason I was really trying to push for 17 is that I could pick up, 4 to 5 of these medium-sized pots. It doesn't really matter. I don't have too much need to be in here, but to be able to pick up the big boys this early on day 50 on a free-to-play, I would have been happy with that. And then again, stage 13 for the Sand Devil Necropolis. It's probably not too often I'm going to go into here unless, one of the daily quests says, hey, can you ascend a piece of gear for so you can get your 100 energy refill? And they're not fast, 10 minutes on stage 24. But the idea is I keep sheeping the one ad that applies the AoE decreased defense and with my Wukong, and I use kills poisons only on the boss, and I kill the left ad. And kills poisons hit the boss so that the boss never, Crisis never procs that AoE smack that freezes everybody. So what we're going to do though is the full auto runs of Fire Knight, and I'm going to try Dragon 6 with a different lineup with you live. So right now I'm built. My Cold Heart shares her amulet still with Kill and the banner. So we'll go through Fire Knight stage 23 first. I only tried this once yesterday, and Cold Heart died at least once, if I recall, on the boss. So what you'll see here, though, is Cold Heart with her 5-star blessing now. It's very often, more often than not, she gets a 5th hit. So Cold Heart just A1 and Heartseeker on the boss, and they fixed her AI so far for me. So she's getting at least 4 hits on the boss every time for a shield. Apothecary, he brings that meter boost, the increased speed, and he has a triple hit A1. Tagore's got a double hit A1, and Alice has a triple hit A1 when the boss has taken a turn and has a cooldown, and Arbiter has a double hit A1. So I have an AI set up for this. And as I said, I've only done it once so far, so I can't guarantee it's going to work, but I'm going to show it to you in its entirety. And remember, this is day 50 free to play, and I earned this Arbiter. This account's never pulled a legendary. I was hoping, it would change for this upload and have something from Clan Boss, but didn't get anything. So you'll see with Cold Heart and the banner that she has, and I think she's at like 314 accuracy. It's almost a guarantee she applies that decrease heal, like that block healing thing, heal reduction, sorry. So the boss will always have a heal reduction. Because you see, I don't have any turn meter control in this lineup. The only one that is the Heartseeker, obviously, which is one of the best turn meter controls, and Alice. Excuse me. I have Alice with a mastery for is it Eagle Eye on this on the far right in the near the bottom of the support tree. And the first time she hits any target with her A1, it decreases their turn meter. And it doesn't count for Fire Knight with his shield up when she hits him. So once she gets her first hit when his shield is down, she depletes the turn meter a little bit. And it gives everybody else a time to catch up. As you're seeing here, everybody's kind of tired. Like I said, I had them out working overtime last night. They couldn't find their union delegate so that they could go home, and they're just going to have a bit of a nap right here. But Tagore, he's a slave driver here. He just keep picking you up and then rushing you right back into the fight there, heal you up. He's like, come on, I got the coffee. Let's get going. Arbiter isn't really here to heal. She's here so that I have an increased attack. And I have her also, for an AoE res and the double meter boost that she gives when she reses. As I said earlier, I don't know if this run will work. I've only done it once. However, that's the fun of this game is the RNG. Until you get, a 100% run on the final stage, I'm not going to try to make a lesser stage 100% run. And I wouldn't be in here right now, except I'm trying to show you. I was actually going to try 23, which is the force affinity. And I'm sure you could tell it would probably be a bit trickier. especially on the waves, concerning everybody's magic. But I'll do that off camera. And then I'll try 25 if I can clear that. So it's not bad. 3.5 minutes to get to the boss, and it's about a 2.5 minute boss encounter so far. So let's see here. Cold Heart's fully booked now, by the way. So, oh, hi, Life versus Reality. This is a nice person, man. They're like an off-grid homestead with dogs and chickens and ducks and stuff. They've got a YouTube channel. They're really nice people. Anyways, as you see how easy it was for this lineup to open that first shield by the boss. It takes 12 hits. What's important to me is now the boss is going to apply his decreased speed and kill Coldheart, but she should be get picked right up to my knowledge by Tagore here. Oh, not yet, but she's got her heal reduction on. So obviously the boss didn't, I didn't do too much damage, but he also didn't heal. So this is a bit out of order than how it was before. Not having Coldheart get that Heartseeker off here, this could be pretty damaging because everybody's going to die again right here. Oh, maybe not, but I think Coldheart goes down. Yeah, and then Tagore should be picking her up on his next turn, to my knowledge. And you'll notice I don't have the heal set for Apothecary. Wow, I'm surprised Arbiter didn't pick her up there. That's kind of troubling because that would have given her the meter boost that I need. But as you see, the power of Relentless, very fortunate with Alice. Come on, get Cold Hearted Turn Meter. Booster Apoth. And my Apoth's a lot slower now because his gear is on Arbiter. Yeah, there it is. Woo! Needed that Heartseeker to land. So it should be good now, to my knowledge. Because Cold Heart wasn't down that long on the first attempt I did. And again, it was like 2 a.m. my time, and now it's like 7 a.m. So I didn't sleep much. I got pretty excited to keep pushing. But you'll notice here, without poisons, without a meter reduction, you can do this fight. Obviously Cold Heart with a 5-star blessing is the only reason that I think I can do it with this lineup. However, I could easily take out Arbiter and put in somebody like Morag with a strength and debuff, and then nobody would die. I highly doubt it. And then I would also have an ally attack. Don't need it. As far as I know, I have, stage 21 on farm, no big deal. I can do 22. And this one's scary, obviously. You saw everybody getting smashed, but I can have it on farm if I really want to. And eventually, I'm going to need it because I can't get past bomb. And I'm going to need strong 5 and 6 star regeneration gear. And seeing Coldheart keep dying here tells me that she's just not ready for this yet. I need to get her a better chest, I think, with more defense or HP on it, because she's got an attack chest, I think. But having Alice with her extra procs here continually go and the heal reduction debuff, that's all you really need on this fight. Yeah, it takes longer, obviously, and I didn't anticipate an 8-minute boss clear if I clear this, but I'm okay with that. So I think if she doesn't get a heal, she's dead again here. Bye, Coldheart. Yeah, because now everybody, as you can see, like their max HP is really diminished. They've lost like 20% here. And that's the other problem with this boss fight. But I think Arbiter should pick her up. And then this should be a Heartseeker if I can get it. Come on now. Is it Apoth going to meter booster? She's got to get a hit in here. It's gotta either be heal reduction or it's gotta be Heartseeker. Okay, that's good enough. So the boss is going to kill, I think, Alice this time as well. It's pretty close. Maybe not. That was a good heal by Tagore. Now also my ooh, that's not good. That's good. Another proc by Alice, but my 189 speed on Coldheart. I'd probably get her another 20 speed, about 209, and she'd be way more effective, obviously. And let's see, is this the Heartseeker? Come on. She's got to get a turn. She's got to get a Heartseeker turn. Hit him. Boom. Didn't deplete his turn meter? Oh no. I think his turn meter was so large, like it'll push past, right? So the boss probably had, like 190% turn meter there. However, I might be able to get this in with Alice right here. Woo! How fortunate. Obviously, it wasn't a clean run, but it was effective, and that's what matters with a 5 star. Please say it has HP or resist attack. I could still use this on somebody, especially in like faction fodder stuff. I didn't expect that to be that long and that rough, but I won't edit it out. I want you to see it, how it can still look like a fail and turn out to be a win. And Colhart essentially did her job, dead or alive. So we're going to do Dragon 6, but I need to swap out. I need, pardon me, the sharing of the gear still is kind of it's sad. I'm not happy about it. But I mean, and I reworked the Ascension. Let's see if you can see it in a second here. So now there's an extra 8% crit damage on that item there for the neck. And then I got more accuracy on the accuracy banner with the Ascension here. So that's not bad. For 5 star, all of a sudden you're rocking 86 accuracy. So my Kale, 379 accuracy. It should be good for this boss. The problem is I was able to get through the trash quick. It was like 2 minutes, and then the boss took one turn, burped on everyone, and they died. So to remedy that situation, I think we're going to bring in my buddy Jarag here. And oops, make sure that I have these people set in the right orders, and we're just going to let it fly. No team setup, nothing. Full auto clear. So I don't know how strong these waves are going to be now that I don't have the decreased defense on them. So Alice is going to have a much tougher time beating them down, obviously. And Kale, he really isn't here to do raw damage. He's all about his poisons and basically only for the boss. Pardon me. But I'm wondering now with Jarag and his continuous heal proc that he gives whenever anyone takes, a big hit. And the boss is always hitting all my heroes for at least 20%. And that's what I think is the problem. Even if I got through his first initial hit on everybody, I wouldn't be able to catch up in time with Arbiter and Tagore. But now with Jalrag also in his Ally Protect, it should be okay. Again, if you're having any issues in Dragon and you have a Kale, and you don't have anybody else for poisons, you've got to bring Kale. And Alice with Brimstone, hopefully I can survive a couple turns on the boss and she lands her Brimstone. So you'll see how it just chunks that purple shield right off the boss. And normally on the main account, the only way I get through any of this was with the AoE provoke. And I was using Taragi for it. However, my Taragi doesn't provide the continuous heals that Jarag does. And Jarag has a more consistent, as you're noticing here, decrease attack. So I already have shielding a bit from Tagore. I don't want to bring Taragi. It would be nice with more poisons, but it's not necessary. As you'll see, like hopefully when I get to the boss, I'll be able to take a turn. But what it really helps is having Arbiter. She's pushing people's meters instead of Apothecary now. And she has a res, which Apothecary doesn't have, and increase attack. So I have increased speed buff from Tagore. So Arbiter and Tagore kind of, Apothecary got sent to a new job location and they've picked up his slack. The two supervisors, if you will, are on the double duty. And I didn't know earlier, I forgot you can zoom out. And I was having problems with targeting mobs in like Doom Tower for a while. So yeah, you can move your camera side to side, but you can also zoom in and out. So this wave here, it kind of hurts. I forget who this is, Shagur, I think is the name of it. I'm pretty sure my Kale's going to die here because these two Urogrims, they double hit A1 and it's hitting for like 10K. It's a pretty substantial smack. However, Jarag's also wearing Guardian gear, so he's absorbing 10% of everything everyone's getting hit for. And I'm telling you, there was not a chance I thought I would even get to Dragon 25 by the end of this whole free to play challenge, let alone attempting Dragon 6 on auto on day 50 on a free to play account. I think that, again, I must commend the people at Raid. for the abilities they've given the community to accelerate. Like it's a really expedited process into like end of mid game. You're in Dragonheart 6 farming on day 50, it's possible. And Arbiter on day 43. All these codes, like starting with a Wukong or a Taragi, whoever, if you want, like these are top tier heroes. Raid has done a good job. What they haven't done though is, in all fairness, there's a lot of information in this game, but their tutorial doesn't explain how to get to where you're seeing the top players in the free to play challenge this quickly. Yes, we spend a lot of time, that's part of it, but it's our decision making. When we spend that time, where we spend that energy, what events we choose to focus on, what heroes to save. It's really hard to show a new player how to do those things, in a non 10-hour tutorial. But what I think they need to provide is a avenue for discussion where a community, it'd be hard, right? Like, you have Discords and you have Reddits or whatever, but I'd like to see an in-game channel that has live Q&A for new players, live in the game while they're doing something. They're chatting with a representative of the community that, could be a huge content creator or not, but they can guide you when you're on like day 3 and you've never played a gacha. Good luck finding an up-to-date guide from a very experienced player now, except these free-to-play challenges. Otherwise, you're just lost. You're going to talk to people that have played for years and they've forgotten the struggle it is at the very beginning. The 7 million silver that they give us in the first week now too, that's a nice chunk. But I agree with like the Hell Hades and others in this community. They really need to do free gear swap for like the first month for new accounts. Because most people aren't like us with the ability to play at work. Like I play in my office. So the game's always on like 12 hours and I just alt tab back and forth all the time. Otherwise, I wouldn't be half as far as I am in here. All the blah, blah, blah aside, we're going to get to the boss quite shortly. And it was a little slower by about, I think, a minute and a half than when I had Daisy up. However, I think if everything's timed out correctly here, I want to make sure Jarek doesn't use his ally protect on this last little bit here because the AIs, man, they're notorious for it. And I don't want him to use his, not on the first go, I don't think. Let's make sure here. This is the only time I won't put it on full auto just to make sure because this first hit here is what's going to kill me, if anything. Come on, Alice, land the brimstone. It's off timing. So here we go. Now I'm going to full auto it. And thank you for bearing with me along the waves of the trash and I don't want to edit the content. I'm not here to get a million views. I'm here to share the entire journey of a free-to-play account attempting to push in the dungeons. So see that? See how that just got chunked by the brimstone by Alice? So when she takes a turn now, she's also going to strip this buff like every time because I have my Alice with so much accuracy. But yeah, that's the only reason Jareg's in here because he's absorbing anytime the boss hits me. But I don't know if I can live here. He's got to get picked up. Everybody's got to get healed up. It might happen. These poisons do a lot of damage with kill. Woo! Arbiter went down. So as long as Tagore can pick, yes, this might go, guys. I need Alice to land another brimstone though. I don't think she will, but if she does, it should be GG. Oh, she did. Oh man. So this I don't know, man. Without that ally protect, woo, this could happen. I'm pretty excited. This is pretty deep, man. There's only like 3 or 4 people that have cleared Heart 6 and Heart 7 and above to my knowledge. This might go. Whoa, bringing in John Rag was the answer, I think. So Alice isn't stripping because she applied with her A3. But this might go. Good enough. Ah, that final hit. I can do this fight on manual. There's no question in my mind. There's no question in my mind. I can clear Heart 6 on manual. So That's all I wanted to show you guys today, the bit of the progress that I had. Day 50, free to play on the Hell Hades 2025 90-day challenge. Gaki the free, up there with the big boys. Over 9,000 points. It's over 9,000 now. Take care, everyone.